Hi, we're in my extra room, kind of the extra catch-all. It serves multiple purposes. We hang up some of our wet clothes right here. We have homeschool things in here. We're doing a lot of cabinetry building over here. And last but not least, it catches our going out of the house items. And that's what we're talking about today. So I've gathered some things that will end up going to the thrift store, to a sibling. Maybe they'll even need to go in the trash. We'll look at it and decide in a minute, but I want to just explain my thought process behind a lot of the items. So the other day we had a party in which we served 3 different pots of soups, and somehow we managed without this ladle. So looking at him, that is the test, the one case scenario in which, you know, you'll need all your ladles and spoons, and he just didn't make the cut. So he's going. Got a few more items for else that came from the kitchen. My grandmother gave us a set of 3 of these knives. They're really cute. These are for the kids to help in the kitchen. And my kids do help in the kitchen all the time. But they use the smallest one. And I've kept the other 2 for a long time thinking I can't break up the set, but we are going to break up the set. Maybe somebody else will find some use for these larger ones. This is a whisk. I have another whisk. Can't think of a scenario in which I would be using 2 whisks. I don't like this one as much because he's got this flat surface here that I find that batter and things build up on, so I don't know, maybe somebody else would like to fuss with that, but I just don't care for him. 2 tongs, same thing applies. Don't really need the second set of tongs. Alright, let's see if there's anything else. I have a few more things from the kitchen. There's this guy. This is a little embarrassing. Today is like January 3rd or 4th. And we are dealing with the influx of things that came from post-Christmas. And that is so fine that we are doing that. But I'm embarrassed because me, who tries to be mindful of things, bought this at like the beginning of December. So this has not even been in my house a month. The moment I went to wash it, I realized, like, this is not my cup of tea. I have to use a special brush to get in there. This needs to be popped apart. You have to wash it off, or else it will deal with rust and such. There were parts about it that I liked. Obviously, I bought it. I got 2 of them, not even 3, and I have 3 kids. I don't know what I was thinking. The other one that I have is kind of crushed with the metal, and I can't even unscrew the top to clean the liquid that was in it. So the other one actually is going to go to the trash because it technically is broken and not of use to anyone. We might salvage the straw, but this guy, he's perfectly fine. Somebody else may love him and want to deal with the fuss, so he's going on. And then, okay. All right, here are 2 cups. My mother gifted the kids beautiful cups that have a different print on both, on each of them, so they can't fight over one, but we are getting rid of these other ones just because there's no reason to hold them in our space. It's not even that big of a space to keep them in, so they're going on. And I think the last that I had, things I had in my kitchen, were the top of a bottle that we don't use. We never used it even when we were using the bottles. Measuring spoon that his head is gone. And then this really beautiful spork. I have to actually double check with my husband. This was a gift to him, but this is a metal spork. It was part of like a joke gift that my mother gave to him. I think he'll be fine with parting it because I don't think that we've used this in like 2 or 3 years. So I'll check with him. All right, I think that's the last of the kitchen stuff. Now I only have a few more oddball items, and this is a set of those cups. Everybody knows them and are familiar with them. We use this in our bathroom, and we're not going to use the set because we were gifted one that has like 2 or 3 more pieces to it, and it was really attractive colors, and we just don't need the 2. Somebody else would love to have this colorful set, so I'm going to send that on. And then we have this guy. So this is the thing that's really hard for me. I want my kids to want to read this book. It is beautiful illustrations. It's lovely. It's in good shape. I don't remember who gave it to us, or if we got it this year or even last year. But I was looking at it for a while going like, let's read this one. Let's read this one. My kids don't want to read this one. They don't like it. So while it is beautiful, I'm going to send it on. I think I have somebody in mind who would really appreciate this, to somebody who would use it, because we are not using it. Go on, step out. I'm videotaping you. I want to be on the videotape. Hold on. We are back. Okay. I just finished telling you about that book. So we are in 2023 of all things, and I'm finding that we don't need these big cover masks. My husband used them, and he used them because they cover the back of his neck well. He used to walk to work, and these were the preferable thing that kind of doubled as a scarf. We like the ones that go across the face, but I've got the set here. They're washed, they're good. I'm gonna bundle them up nicely and pass them on. I might ask around. There's somebody's husband I think that might want them. We'll ask. Okay. I don't think I've mentioned this one. I'm looking at the Christmas stuff as we're putting away, and there are these guys. These have been like the bane of my existence since the Christmas tree went up. My kids were allowed to put them on, take them off as they liked, and that was fun for like 2 seconds. They kept pulling ornaments on and ripping pieces of the tree off, and they looked straggly and like goopy at different times, like on the tree, and just didn't add to my enjoyment of the holiday season. But somebody else may enjoy these, so there they go. We were gifted this little box that doesn't latch. It had something in it at the time. Yeah, it's just not for us. We've got other containers that store those things. Same with this cute little box that had something in it. It's empty right now. I want to make little boxes happen. They are not for me to make happen. This one is Christmas themed. I think somebody might enjoy it. And then we were gifted this beautiful, beautiful little tin. I want to come up with a reason to use it. I've got no reason to use it. Now, this is the last thing, and it's going to look dumb to anybody else, but we make the kids go through their toys. My son has a rock collection, and he went through every rock and evaluated every single one of them and gave me 3 that he was wanting to part with to create room for crystals and more pretty rocks. Every single rock in his rock collection currently right now is gravel, but I was really proud of him for letting go 3. That's where, it starts. It's a starting place. He even gave away another large toy. So that's 4 things that he was learning that practice of. This isn't adding to my life. It's taking up space. I want to put something else here in this space or nothing at all. So I'm really proud of him. Anyways, that is what I've got for right now. I think I've got like 3 or 4 other bins ready to go to the thrift store that I may pull out and share what we put in those. But if you found this thought process interesting, just let me know. All right. You have a lovely day. Bye.